time for your weekly update, so let's get after it. Quick market update. Now, the CPI report comes out this week on Thursday, and we expect it to show inflation to have a slight uptick. Now, that's only because of how the report is read. But this shouldn't cause concern, but we all know that fear and craziness sells, so they could be reporting that inflation is on the rise again. And since mortgage rates and inflation are enemies, they could say that it could shoot mortgage rates up higher. Now, we don't expect that to happen. I just want you to be aware. And while we're here, let's talk about a quick mindset shift that I want you to consider. We all know that home prices and values are going higher and higher every month because of the lack of inventory. And while it's wicked to have this combo of high rates and higher home values, and it is pushing some people out of the market, there's still a strong demand for housing because it's an increasing asset. Trust me, there are plenty of people that are buying homes because they are projected of a market appreciation over the next several years. Now, consider this. What about the flip side? Try to find people that are looking to buy a house when the markets are projected to drop by 10% or more. Outside investors, looking to the future, maybe those people, but outside of that, most are not willing to invest in a home if it's on its way down. Additionally, we celebrate stocks and stock markets when they hit all-time highs and they're going bananas. But the majority of people won't invest when it's on a downward trend. Now, there are some contrarians for sure, but most follow that trend. Hey, what am I most excited about? Highland Hump Days. Hump Days with Highlands is coming up on Wednesday the 16th. Not this coming Wednesday, but the following one. We had a great time last month, and we're going to be at the Sidecar Slider Bar in downtown Brighton from 3 to 5:30. 3:30 to 5:30 on Wednesday the 16th. Now, it's an informal atmosphere. We're just hanging out. So let me buy you a drink, and we'll have a couple of apps and support the businesses on Main Street that are struggling right now because of the construction. What book am I reading? Atomic Habits. Now, granted, I read this a little bit ago. I have, I was thinking about it. I haven't talked about it on here. So we all know the old adage that our daily habits will determine our future. This will challenge you, and if you're hungry enough, then this book will inspire you to make changes that you've always wanted to. What am I watching? Well, confession time, anything college football previews. While I love summer and all the fun and vacations, all that stuff it brings, my favorite time of the year is fall. Whether I'm watching videos on YouTube or listening to a podcast or some quick videos on TikTok, I'm gearing up for college football, and I am excited to watch it this fall. What am I listening to? The Drunk on Social podcast. Now, I know personally one of the hosts, and they do an amazing job of breaking down current trends, how to leverage social media, even practical how-to guides. And here's the best part. It's all centered around real estate. It's a great listen, and they will give you tips and tricks and little caveats. I know you'll get a lot of inspiration from them. Check it out. What article am I reading? Well, this Redfin article that says the typical U.S. homebuyer monthly payment is up nearly 20% from a year ago. Well, why would I talk about an article like this? Because, isn't that bad for a business? Well, first off, your clients are reading this article. And if they don't have a trusted real estate professional that can put things in perspective, they will draw their own conclusions. So get out in front of it and explain why it's a benefit to list or to buy right now. I mean, we all know that 99.9% of everybody, they completely suck at trying to time the market when it comes to housing. So be a resource, whether it's good news or bad news. And lastly, if you aren't a part of our private realtor social media marketing group on Facebook, let me know. I'll get you hooked up. Hey, it's not spammy stuff, just real life tips and tricks and how to level up your social media game. We'll see you next week.